You're doing good. You're good.
Hello, people on
Streaming is stressful.
YouTube. Hello, people on YouTube. I hope you guys are doing well. Kind of sucks. Hopefully more people will come in. Hello, Blake Star. Glad to see you here. Yeah, I'm sorry there was no coffee stream today. There was a Christmas vacation started a day early because there's a giant snowstorm. I'm sure some of you on the east coast of the States are dealing with it too. So that's what's going on. And we're gonna have some wine, and we're gonna watch some videos and read some articles. And I didn't get my fucking corkscrew before I started this whole thing because I'm a fucking retard. And I can't stand up because this is see-through and YouTube will eat me. So yay, good for me.
Where's the corkscrew?
It should be on the bar somewhere.
On the bar. That's on the bar. It's all right. I got it. I will pop your cork and air out your wine for you. No worries, deal.
Okay, let's see. So, speech off. Okay, so tonight we have some articles and some videos, and we're gonna be here for a while because one of the videos is an hour. So yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. So hopefully some people trickle in. Yeah, I hope everyone is ready for Christmas. And / or getting prepared to not be able to go anywhere for Christmas. Because yeah, there's a really big snowstorm that's affecting a lot of people, and ow, it would be really nice if I could get no spasms of back pain randomly. Sorry about that, guys. It's been getting worse. Been getting like literal waves of pain, just like shooting through my left hip down into my hip muscle and my glute muscle, right into my spinal cord, to the point where sometimes if I'm standing, I can feel my knees about to buckle out from under me. So that's been happening. Even when I'm sitting down, I'll just be like randomly sitting and be like, surprise, back pain. Right now, going out to smoke, it's an icy bitch in Ohio. Oh, that sucks. What is happening? Hi, King Cordova. We are having a Winepress stream because there was no coffee stream today. And tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Yep. We will definitely be ringing in Christmas Eve on the stream. And if you're over on TikTok and you'd like to join us on YouTube, it's youtube.com/blindpress. Thank you very much.
Today's wine is an 1865 Cabernet Sauvignon.
From what country?
It is a 1865 Selected Vineyards Cabernet Sauvignon 2020 year red wine product of Chile.
I've actually never had Chilean wine.
It's Chilean red wine today. It's about $30 a bottle. And here's the funny part. This bottle looks like it's full, right? Watch this. Okay, see here? Right?
Did they cheap out?
Look at that.
How much wine did they give me?
Funk.
Those fuckers. I hate
Not kidding.
I hate wine bottles
Funk.
like that.
There, TikTok. Ready? Ready? Right? Look.
Ooh, it's flowery. I don't.
That's some fucking treachery right there.
That's. I'm mad. I feel robbed. I feel robbed of like 2 glasses of wine.
It's not really you're being robbed. Like, it's a large bottle. It's the way that they bottled it. But it's because they need to look taller than the other bottles. But let's see. Like, let's compare it, right? Because if you actually compare it to another 750, right? It's let's see here. Right? Bottom, slightly taller. See, look. Bottoms, slightly taller.
Merry Christmas, drunkie. Well, thank you, Ryan.
She's not drunk yet. She's a wino at this moment. Okay. I need to fix this because the people cannot see the lovely outfit. They don't see that it's a Christmassy outfit.
Oh.
So we'll go there with it. And turn the monitor so it doesn't look so much at the broken elliptical, and we're good.
Okay, so First, in our thing, don't put the bottle over there. I don't
I'm
be able
not
to...
putting the bottle over there. Relax.
Choose what to share.
Chill the frack out. I almost put the bottle over there that time.
Okay. So hopefully it's shared.
My Johnny back.
Hopefully it's shared the right. Oh yeah.
Johnny Walker.
Who wants me to drink some Johnny Walker? I don't have anything to mix it with though. Because cranberry juice and Johnny Walker sounds disgusting.
Now, if you guys are wondering what I'm having, I went a little pricey this week. I decided to go for the Glenfiddich 12 year. It is delicious.
I told him not to get it. Oh well. Okay. You'll see why. Oh, I didn't think you heard me. Oh, fuck off! There's an ad! Ugh. Fucking Kotaku. See?
That's my ad?
No, look. Look. See,
Okay.
look it. This is what I try to do.
Okay. Oh, it's this. There you go. You're there. There. No,
Okay.
you're there. There. There's the headline.
Okay.
That's the headline.
So, man allegedly robbed Starbucks after wife denied a refund. Oh, boy. Megan, you found your way to the YouTube channel. Welcome. Cooking can't be easy being blind, I would guess. It depends on when you went blind. Because if you've been blind as long as I have, it's just practice. It takes a bit longer, but it's not, like, hard. So, a man was accused of robbing an Oklahoma Starbucks that refused to issue his wife a refund. Because that's what you do when refunds are refused you commit a felony.
I haven't figured out something. If this guy in your TikTok chat, if he actually does this to troll me or not.
Huh.
So, Luciano Pavarotti, it's me, Mario.
Oh, that guy? God damn it. Now I have that song in my head, except it's not the original. Tuvok, I understand. Fuck! You are a Vulcan man. God damn it. Okay. It all started when a woman purchased a drink from a Starbucks location in... What the... Look, come here. Come here, it just did it. I literally cannot fucking read this now.
Okay, we're doing this live, folks. Oh my god, seriously?
Yes, this is what happens with every goddamn news article.
It's because the mouse. It's the mouse. Try it now.
Well, fuck the mouse.
No. Tab out. Oh, wait, hold on. Post, see, welcome to the world of inaccessibility bullshit. Okay. There you go. I will. Try that.
Wait, I haven't even started the...
Okay. Tell you what, I'll read it real quick.
Okay.
A man accused of robbing an Oklahoma Starbucks that refused to issue his wife a refund. Sorry, confused. It all started when a woman purchased a drink from a Starbucks location in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma, where the wind blows sweeping down the plain. But asked for a refund after she was unhappy with what they made of her. Made for her.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm almost there. She showed up a few days later and was denied once more, so she got her husband, Richard Engel. Wait a minute. Dick Engel? That's not a good thing.
Wait a minute. A few days?
A few days later.
Okay.
Who allegedly demanded his wife be reimbursed for the shoddy drink, according to K4.
You can't come back days later and... Oh my god. Just give it up. I get Starbucks is expensive. This is why you don't fucking patronize them in the first place.
The couple were each turned away by the barista because neither had a receipt or proof of purchase. So instead, Engel allegedly took off with the store's tip jar containing a whopping $1.32. It was over the weekend when police responded to a local coffee shop regarding a person who had stolen money from a tip jar. Major Sergeant Gary Knight of the Oklahoma City Police Department told the outlet.
What a fucking retard.
When they refused again, the clerk turned her back, and that's when he reached into the tip jar and stole money, and then tried to flee the scene. The barista followed him out of the store and tried to block him from leaving while taking a photo of his license plate. Over $1.30? That's a little much. I get you're short on tips, but you don't gotta die for it. It's not like Cartman with like $13.12. Engel then bumped the barista a couple of times with his car before speeding away.
All of you are retarded. It was a drink and $1.30.
He simply rammed into her.
Oh my!
2 or 3 times before he finally drove away.
Oh my god.
Police found the suspect shortly after the incident at his home in Hera, Oklahoma. He was placed under arrest and faces charges of robbery and assault.
Yeah. The assault charge I'd be a little bit more concerned about, considering he did it with a fucking car. That's a bit more of an issue than he stole $1.30 from a Starbucks. I'm just saying.
Yep. Okay, where is...
Why are we in Safari now?
Well, I'm trying to find where StreamYards is. There it is. Because we need to change the screen share. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Do we have at least more than 3 people on TikTok watching?
Oh, yeah, there's 18 people. Hello.
Okay.
Why, are you depressed because numbers are not working out today?
Slightly.
Oh, well, who cares? You're having fun. We're having
I kind of do.
What do you want? What can I do to make life easy for you? Nothing, because Twitter shadow banned me again. Because it hates my stupid ass. So now, we're going to watch the Boredape. Okay, so some people have seen this. Okay, so you guys know remember the Boredape coins? The stupid NFTs? Well, this video is from Philion. Asmongold covered it, a couple other people covered it. It's a good video. It explains a lot about how fucked up Boredape actually is and how screwy Yuga is. But the news story after is the part that's even more fucked up, because it goes back to last year when Blizzard's president went and they had the whole big fucking horrible, the whole fucking giant scandal and shit. Yeah, it all connects in that next article. So, yeah, you guys enjoy this.
Also, you're gonna like my reaction because I actually don't know anything about the Boredape Nazi Club or
Yacht Club.
Or Yacht Club.
Yacht Club. You can't just...
Well, it could be a Nazi club.
Oh, it could be, but it's not. Okay, so this is Philion, and Philion is really good. He's actually about to crack 1 million.
Yes, he's at what, 800 and something or 900 and something.
If he hasn't passed it already, he's there. So you're a little screen with big screen, and I will leave you be. Okay, are you able to handle this?
I should be.
Audios are all set.
The practice of using inside jokes that are so fucked up. People who don't even understand them, and basically making fun of people to their face, right? To me, that's really what's fucked up, and it's more fun. It's actually more, to me, that's the crime.
This is undercover.
The crime isn't that they're Nazis and they're racist. Which
See, they are Nazis.
And
I knew I heard it. I knew I heard voiceover say Boredape Nazi Club.
Sure, they are accelerationists who are people who are just basically nihilists who don't give a fuck and want to see the world burn. And like,
So they're a
that's
bunch of
probably a
jokers.
worse thing
Okay.
than being anything, because you really are anti-human and you're selfish.
What if I told you that one of the most successful NFT collections in the world was pulling off the biggest troll in internet history?
I still think that's an oxymoron, successful NFT, but that's besides the point.
No, not convincing people that this ugly shit is art or that it has any value. What if I told you that hidden within Boredape Yacht Club was a series of 4chan trolling, racist imagery, and white supremacy dog whistles?
I, in this day and age, would not be surprised, because there's probably some other club somewhere that's equally as fucked up on doing things on the other side.
And with a deep understanding of cipher and cryptography, the founders of Boredape Yacht Club are making a mockery of the entire world, pulling the strings of the global elite, including celebrities, athletes, actors, and influencers.
Wait, what the fuck? So these people are like, what? Funding these people? Okay.
This story is extremely complicated for many reasons.
Okay.
The problem with accepting the truth I'm about to tell you is that you have to have extensive knowledge of 4chan, internet culture, and symbolism to even wrap your head around this and understand the motive.
Well, good. Because I've been enmeshed in this bullshit for 5 goddamn years. So, this should be interesting.
The most important fact I'm about to tell you that you must remind yourself as we go along is that the entirety of Boredape Yacht Club is esoteric. By design, it is only meant to be understood by a select number of people with specialized knowledge. And as you can see here, it is considered based when others with that knowledge connect the dots. Almost all of the absurdist references present in Boredape Yacht Club are glaringly obvious to the in-crowd and are invisible to anyone who isn't terminally online.
That's the danger of anything that happens online right now, because there is such a dichotomy and a difference between online culture and real life culture. Like, even on TikTok is a very interesting example of where real life and internet culture meet, because you'll get people like me who are like, I'm not showing you my kids unless like one of them uncontrolled by me runs by the camera, or like, I'm not telling you my kids' names, I'm not doing this, like all this internet safety shit. And then you have people who are like, these are my children and this is where they go to school and these are their teachers and this is their disability and here's how I take care of them every day in detail. And it's like, why are you exposing your children to that? And it's a very interesting place, TikTok, because you see the meeting of the monster that is the internet and the innocent child that is the person who likes to look at funny things sometimes on the internet, right? And then they're like, oh, well, posting TikToks doesn't seem hard. And then they get fucking sucked into the monsters like, ha 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 ha, I have found another soul. And yeah, and for those of you who have been on the internet long enough, you know I'm talking the truth. You know it.
I might as well be speaking a different language if I don't prime you on every aspect of this elaborate cipher. Combine this with Boredape Yacht Club being valued at over $1 billion, and you have yourself the gold medalists of the Troll Olympics. I had my doubts about all of this. That was until I spoke with one of the top creative directors and internet artists in the world, who is an expert of internet culture, 4chan, and trolling. An artist who has worked with Kanye West, Grimes, and Tame Impala, among—
What? Wait, what the fuck? Do you even want that on your resume right now? I've worked with Kanye West. Oh. Did he make you draw him as a portrait? Did he make you do a portrait of him as Hitler? Like, oh my, okay.
Among other creative projects that you've definitely seen. January 2022, a website goes live called GordonGoner.com. Signed at the very bottom was the signature of Ryder Rips. Ryder Rips is eccentric and is a trendsetter in every regard.
Never
he
heard of
created
him.
the Deal With It meme, Dump FM, Internet Archaeology, and V-Files.
I feel so... As a blind person, I feel so left out when it comes to memes. And I also feel really left out when it comes to all those effects and filters and shit on Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat, because they're not accessible and I want to have fun with them. And I want to see what happens after I use them. And I can't. And it's bullshit. Anyway, I feel left out because people are like, oh, they created this meme. Haven't you heard of it? And I'm like, no, I'm fucking blind. I don't. Like, unless somebody is good enough to caption the meme with alt text, I have no idea. It just says image. And, like, if I'm lucky, VoiceOver will recognize maybe half the text in the image.
When it comes to the internet, Ryder Rips is one of the most innovative artists of our generation. It's no secret that he uses internet culture and the nature of trolling to amplify his artistic messages. If there's anyone to educate others on iconography and the meaning behind art, it's Ryder Rips. And if I happen to be the founders of an NFT project manipulating the masses into asserting value on racist imagery, I would not fuck with him. For the past...
I wouldn't fuck... I would want him. If he's gonna, I would want to kiss his ass and get him to help me out. That's what I would want.
6 months, Ryder Rips and other researchers have collected all of the data and sources that highlight Boredape Yacht Club's successful but depraved continued stunt.
He's trying to
I say continued because they still operate unchecked. 4chan is the gutter of the internet. Founded in 2003 by 15-year-old Christopher Moot Poole.
Wait, 4chan was founded by a fucking kid? That I did not know. I had no idea 4chan was founded by a 15-year-old kid.
This message board serves as a place where internet culture is born, discussed, and destroyed.
Yep.
Users on 4chan typically post as anonymous or anon. As they argue, the identity of a user adds nothing to conversations at hand. But the collective anonymous culture of the message board has devolved into a degenerate pit of despair. Along with anonymous identities, there is virtually no moderation.
I refuse to go on 4chan. I will not go on 4chan. Or any of the Chan boards. I just won't. I don't give a fuck if there's a blind press thread somewhere there. I just fuck it. I don't care. I'm not going on there.
As a result of this, threads on 4chan spiral into some of the weirdest and most disturbing rabbit holes on the internet. So why even post? Well, as Ryder Rips described to me, trolling is a sport on 4chan.
Yep.
This point alone is necessary in understanding.
What's a very true statement? That trolling is a sport on 4chan?
No, the fact that it's a rabbit hole of despair.
Oh.
I've gone down those rabbit holes sometimes because like green text and shit, right? Like you got to go down those to get some of the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them are. Yeah. This is why I am immune to bullshit on TikTok.
Right.
Fucking yeah. But don't forget, I started back in the day with Wang and everybody, with those guys, with like Rotten.com and shit, right? We had Newgrounds, we had Rotten, we had fucking Your Head on a Fucking Steak.com. We had shit because GeoCities existed. Okay? We weren't regulated like it is now. It was the wild fucking West. This shit now is all babyish.
If today's people took a stroll down the archive of vampirefreaks.com or fucking, like you said, Rotten.com.
Oh, yeah.
Or Head on a Steak.
I first learned about beheadings.
Yeah.
I think I was 14 when I learned about that shit.
Oh, man. It's not... Yeah. 15, well, that explains the behavior on the site, says Blake Star. Agreed. Agreed.
Motive behind Boredape Yacht Club. Throughout the internet's history, 4chan has been responsible for trolling mainstream media endlessly.
Yep.
One classic example of this was when 4chan tricked mainstream media into thinking the OK hand symbol signified white power. The
Yep.
media ran with it, and as
Yep,
a result,
they did.
actual white supremacists adopted it as their own.
Yeah, because the media somehow doesn't understand what the fucking Streisand effect is.
An internet joke that illuminated a problem with mainstream media, their willingness to post anything, was taken literally, and the meaning of the joke changed forever.
Yep.
Another example of this is comedian Sam Hyde being the ghost of Kiev. Lastly, let's talk about the benefit of the doubt. Imagine all of what I'm about to tell you is one giant coincidence. Somewhere along the grocery list of examples of Boredape Yacht Club being one massive alt-right inside joke is a point at which these similarities are no longer coincidences. Let's call this the tipping point. If I bring up one instance that highlights deliberate Nazi, fascist, or alt-right messaging, you may think to yourself, I see it, but that's a reach. So I ask you, what is your number? At what point do all of these examples become crystal clear in front of your eyes?
And it's hard because, and this is why Driving Ape and I don't pick fucking sides. Where people are like, do you support the LGBT? Do you support the Freedom Convoy? Do you support Black Lives Matter? Do you support blah, blah, blah? No. None of it. None of it. All of the people involved. Fuck no. No. Movements are cancer. They're cancer. All of them. There might be a movement on this planet to save premature disabled babies. And somebody somewhere within that movement is going to turn it into some way of selling those premature disabled babies into slavery somehow and making that fine. And it'll be like the frog in the pot, because no one will notice until everyone's like, wait a minute, where are all those babies going? Fuck movements. There's a difference between coming together and helping each other and a movement. This is my same problem with organized religion. Humans can do wonderful things as individuals or in small groups. The moment anybody starts trying to do something like a movement or an organization, we show our true colors and we become no better than our great ape ancestors. We just have the ability to speak. That's literally the difference.
For me, it was just one. First, let's talk about the apes as a whole. You don't have to
I
look far on social media to see that many...
Wait, what? It's true. It's true.
People believe the apes in Boredape Yacht Club are inherently racist looking. Remember, they could have picked any animal, object, or
they
thing
could have
to make an NFT project. Monkeys? Really? It seems a bit random, but we're dealing with deliberate messaging.
Yeah.
This is not a mistake.
No,
this is Damon Dash, the founder of Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z.
Wait, I was gonna say, why do I know that name?
The thing is about their naming of this shit is I named my delivery company Driving Ape Delivery. Why?
Yeah.
Because humans are apes.
Right?
Yeah. But I did that like literally 6 months before these fucktards showed up, right? So suddenly, I think that might be part of my shadow banning problem, is because having Driving Ape, these dipshits think I'm part of this fucking cult. Fuck them.
I wonder if that's where all the ape, like, Call of Duty people are coming from, too.
That's normal, but yeah.
And then, I don't know if that monkey thing is like, because what's the biggest NFT? The ape. Don't you think that's a little condescending to our culture in a little bit?
We just talking about that.
I feel like is that a way a nerd is trying to get cute and laugh at us?
We was just talking about that.
Because either way, you should tread lightly with monkey as it relates to our culture, because it's a trigger for us, and they keep doing it. So first I wasn't like, and then I was like, why is everything a gorilla or an ape or a monkey? Why ain't it a penguin or like a panda bear or something? Why is it something that's been used to, disrespect us for years?
And I actually got into a bit of a debate with a couple of my friends who happen to be Black, and they were saying the same thing about how like monkey and that is a very sensitive term, and like it's really strange to hear white parents call their children monkey, because that just feels like really, really weird, because like it feels kind of like subhuman or whatever. But like, and as somebody who has as someone who has spent a lot of time in the skeptic community, my first reaction was, that's kind of a bullshit thing to say. But the more I'm looking at this and listening to this Philion video, I can kind of see their point. Like,
you know who that was talking, right?
That was Damon Dash, right?
Yeah.
That was Jay-Z's
original manager.
Yeah.
So, and he brings up a kind of a valid point, but also at the same time, it's like what Satsu said, right? It's kind of like they're victimizing themselves at the same time. It's kind of a lose-lose, really.
Right. That's what I was trying to say without being rude.
It's not being rude to point this out. Unfortunately, no matter what you say, this is the problem with this shit. Okay? The problem. No matter what you say, someone is going to be mad.
Yeah.
And all we can do is just say what we feel. And if they go, well, that's a very fucking way to look at it. Well, sorry if you view it that way.
Holy shit, is that... Oh my god.
What realization did you just come to?
I can't please everybody with what I say.
No shit.
So I should just say what I'm thinking.
Oh my god, it's a revelation. You are amazing.
Even if it's uncomfortable, I need to just say what's because that's why I fucking tell stupid little white lies, because I'm trying to make everybody happy, and I make nobody happy. Molly, thank you for the gifts. If I'm missing them, I'm sorry. Yeah. What? Thank you very much. Thank you, Emmy, for that. Why did you lock, you stupid thing? I need to keep an eye on YouTube chat. Why did you lock? That is not helpful. Old phone. Oh. Really? You suck. You suck.
So I don't know, and when language is difficult for a creative, that leaves a lot of room for exploitation.
Yep.
So that means a lot of people that can understand may take advantage of those creators that don't want to understand.
That's a valid point, because, and it can go both ways, because when language becomes a problem for a creator, whether it be a left-leaning creator, a right-leaning creator, or a centrist creator, that's a problem. That's a problem. And it doesn't matter what race they are, or if they're gay, or straight, or trans. Whether if the minute you start trying to tell them what language they can use, that's a problem.
Do you guys realize for the last 2 years, they got black people to invest in monkeys and dogs while making fun of us and taking our money from us? But Doge was going to the moon. When y'all get done, go look at Boredape Yacht Club and go see the imagery of how it's connected to Nazism. It's damn near the same imagery, but they know we won't study long enough to say, and now look how many billions of dollars they made off of us and our culture. And then the music industry gonna come in with more NFTs and continue to rob us.
And the fucked up thing is that this is the big problem with changing history and not talking about the uncomfortable parts of history. This is the problem we have when we allow students to opt out of learning about uncomfortable subjects, like uncomfortable topics in history, or when law students are learning about a essay and they don't want to, so they opt out because it's traumatizing. No, fuck you. You have to learn that shit. Life sucks. But you know what? Sometimes there are some great parts in life. But what is it that Dr. House says? Life is pain. And if the things that weren't worth fighting for weren't fucking painful sometimes, it wouldn't be worth it.
All we need is us.
The reason people have made this conclusion is because of something called simianization. This refers to comparing ethnic groups to an ape or monkey. Simianization has been used throughout history to put others down in order to dehumanize them. You will see exactly how Boredape Yacht Club uses simianization to convey racist themes and undertones. But first, we must understand the culture in which these apes were born. In 2021, Boredape Yacht Club was launched on April 30th. Which is the exact day that Hitler died.
I thought he died on... Oh, no, he did. His birthday was April 20th. He died on April 30th.
The launch of Boredape Yacht Club was actually on the 23rd with a week-long pre-sale, and they sold out before the 30th. However, they made it a point to tell the New Yorker that it was the 30th. I have shown this picture to various artists. This is Boredape Yacht Club's main logo that they use across all of their branding and social media accounts.
What does it look like? I don't know. Like, this is the problem, because I can't see it.
In here?
Huh?
Where's the skull?
What skull?
The big skull. I can kind of show you what it looks
The
like.
plastic skull?
Actually, here's an interesting thing. Okay, a stormtrooper helmet. Actually, if you look at it and you look at the actual logo, it kind of does look like it. So if you look at it, so it's kind of like the base here. So like here's the jawline of it. This would be like the skeleton of it, and then it would have the big eyes. And this is basically all it is it's literally a gorilla skull, and that's what they use, and that's what this division of the SS actually used as well.
Wow.
We're about to learn more about that in a minute.
Interesting.
Not too bad, right? How about now? Most of them laugh uncomfortably in sheer disbelief. The audacity to do this is mind-blowing. It does not take a genius to see that this Boredape Yacht Club logo is a direct copy of the Totenkopf. The skull and bones represents death and was used by both Prussia and Nazi Germany as a military emblem representing death heads.
Holy shit, all the way back to Prussia. Fuck. That's some 19th century shit right there. God damn.
I only mention Prussia because that will play out later when we examine some of the bored apes. Both logos also have 18 teeth. If you're unfamiliar, the alt-right white supremacists and neo-Nazis love alphanumeric code. The number 18 is a symbol of hate. More specifically, it's alphanumeric code for the initials of Adolf Hitler. One being A, 8 being H. One thing to note is that both logos also have a rough edge, which is uncommon in circular emblems. It's just another characteristic that demonstrates they knew what they were copying.
Yeah, that there's no reaching there. That's very... I don't even have to see it. like just listening to Philion's description, there's no way that anyone could say that's not a copy. There are too many similarities.
Boredape Yacht Club was created by a company called Yuga Labs. Like everything in this project, the name has meaning. A little bit about us to start off the new year and what's coming. What's the inspiration behind the name Yuga Labs? We're nerds, and Yuga is the name of a villain in Zelda whose ability is that he can turn himself and others into 2D art. It made sense for an NFT company.
Oh, yep.
Yuga Labs. I want you to remember this name for that news article next, okay?
Okay.
It's very important that you remember the name Yuga Labs.
Okay.
Okay? And what Philion is explaining on here is impressive. I love the research he did for this video. Was
he
intense.
went all out.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to fix the lighting a little
What
bit.
am I gonna? I'm hungry.
Well, it's all no. We'll worry about that later.
We ate at like 4.
Yes, I know. We'll worry about that in a bit. Focus.
But I'm hungry.
When I heard this, I was confused. I've played just about every Legend of Zelda game, and I could not remember for the life of me who Yuga was.
Yeah, I haven't played every Zelda game, but I've been exposed to Zelda. I have played a couple of Zeldas with the help of my dad and my uncle, and I have watched other people play more Zelda. And I do not ever remember hearing about Yuga.
You see, Yuga is a boss in The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds,
Okay.
the 17th installment of the Zelda franchise, available only on the Nintendo 3DS. If you're a self-proclaimed nerd or gamer, you wouldn't source your name from the most obscure Zelda game ever,
No.
let alone a game for the 3DS. Everyone knows that Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and even Breath of the Wild are the greatest games in the franchise. I could believe Ganon Labs.
I played Ocarina of Time, I believe. I think that was the N64 one, right? Which was the N64 Zelda. That's the one I played. My uncle and my dad helped me like navigate the world, and then when it was time to do the fighting, they were just like, go. But I think it was Ocarina of Time that was the Nintendo 64 one. I can't remember though. The pre-show workout took energy. I think Piccolo should make one of the cans of cinnamon rolls as a reward. No.
After the main antagonist throughout the entire series, Ganondorf, but Yuga? I'm not buying it. There is a specific reason they picked the name Yuga. On Yuga Labs' website, they pay homage to another project called the Hash Masks. This project was made by a Swiss company known as Suum Cuique Labs. This phrase, meaning to each their own, was on the gate of the Buchenwald concentration camp. This
Wow. Okay. That's a fucked up thing to have on the gates of a fucking concentration camp. But all right then. To each their own. On the gates of a fucking oh my god. That would be like them having a German version of whatever floats your boat on a signpost outside of Auschwitz. Ha 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 ha! Whatever floats your boat. Ha ha ha! Like, what the fuck?
This phrase was also used on the face of Prussian helmets, and Yuga Labs loved Suum Cuique so much that they even took their exact terms of service. Yuga has an entirely different meaning. The phrase Kali Yuga stems from Hinduism, and it refers to an age of conflict or darkness.
What is the period we're in now? Because it seems like it's coming to an end.
This is Kali Yuga, man. This is some weird shit that was
Alex Jones and Joe Rogan, of course.
predicted by the Bhagavad Gita. This is
Cooter
the end of
Damarong,
times.
Battle of the Gods,
Yeah.
Ragnarok. Tell me.
This is what
Ragnarok.
happens in cultures. Like they go through these pitches, these ups and downs.
The earliest mention of this phrase in internet culture was on September 11th, 2014, by an anonymous user on 4chan. In response to people being upset over Gamergate, Anon replied, I know it is dark at times, but you just gotta learn to enjoy it, man. Embrace being the bad guy. Surf the Kali Yuga. Since then, the phrase spread like wildfire among the alt-right. First, it was made into a t-shirt by Vincent Vauquelin, who founded the French Descent. And
this is such a fucked up rabbit hole. And there are so many layers. Like, this is like diving into a gas giant. This is like, you know, you're skimming the clouds and now you're going deeper and you're like, what the hell is this substance? And then you pass through and you're like, no, wait a minute, what the hell is that? You're like, what? This is weird.
An alt-right political party that operated from 2011 to 2021. Apparently, alt-right meme merch went hard, and the new design of the shirt in 2016 featured a toting cough. And in 2019, a Telegram group called Kali Yuga Surfing Club was created. See anything weird here?
Fuck Telegram, man. What is with Telegram? Why do people go on Telegram? I don't understand.
The Kali Yuga is one of the cornerstones of traditionalist ideology that was preached by Rene Guénon.
Okay.
So Telegram, like everything else, or like all these other interesting little places, they really don't have a TOS, and it's all anonymous, and it's all fucking weird.
You need to use your phone number on Telegram.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's like WhatsApp,
except
but horrible.
Well, except in the state,
and it's in the UAE and shit. Yeah.
Because everywhere except fucking Canada, you can get a Google Voice number for free.
We used to be able to do that. I used to have Google Voice numbers, remember? Then they took away Google Voice Chat. But yeah, I used to be able to do
because
that.
now it's part of what's it called, G Suite.
Yeah, whatever.
And you have to pay fucking.
Yeah, that's corporate shit.
Yeah,
it's the corporate side. I have that stuff because I'm a corporate. Because I'm a shill. Now, on Vista Luftwaffe!
A French occultist and philosopher who is credited for introducing the Kali Yuga to the West. During his life, Guénon moved to Egypt, became Muslim, and preached traditionalism, which consisted of extreme anti-Semitism and an admiration for ancient societies, which included hierarchies of class and gender.
Because I'm sorry, but it's pretty well known that those two religions do not quite get along. Like it makes Islam and Christianity look like howdy ho, neighborino.
Guénon and Italian-born Nazi sympathizer Julius Evola are both revered and memed on 4chan.
Lovely.
You'll find threads in the literature and political boards placing these two on a pedestal and recommending their works for a sense of woke pseudo-intellectualism.
Okay, wait a minute. Wasn't woke bad? What, wasn't it bad to be woke? I thought woke was something you didn't want to be because you go get woke, go broke. Why are we now getting woke on the right? Why are we now getting woke on the right? I'm confused. What is? I thought woke was bad. You know what? Woke is bad. Either side. Fuck that.
Often messages will be left with PBUH, which means peace be upon him, a common Arabic phrase. You see, surfing the Kali Yuga manifested itself on Pole. It became a repeated phrase and dog whistle among users. In fact, embracing the darkness, or surfing the Kali Yuga, is a phrase that the alt-right has adopted in order to communicate a sense of collective. This might melt your brain, but stay with me. It's impossible to show the masses exactly what the founders of Boredape Yacht Club are doing without understanding Chan culture, or how 4chan acts as a think tank and hive mind. One of the worst aspects of Chan culture is pseudo-intellectualism.
One of the most dangerous aspects of any fucking culture is pseudo-intellectualism. Because, well, even just intellectualism anyway, like, there's a difference between intelligence and intellect, right? And to me, if you've got intellect, you don't have very much. You've got a lot of navel gazing ability. If you have intelligence, you have the ability to use your intellect and put your thoughts into action.
What you have is a bunch of trolls who haven't seen the light of day, that have collectively convinced themselves they are based, woke, and have the answers to this world. They find solace in knowing specific information compared to normal people.
Thank you. Merry
or
Christmas to
normies.
you.
This is why it's considered esoteric. As a result of this, you have pockets of deranged people who study old texts, scriptures, and societies in order to extract archaic
100%
values and worship them. The founders of Boredape Yacht Club are terminally online, smart assholes.
And again, difference between smart and intelligent. There is a huge difference between smart and intelligent. There are people who can tell you like so many different things about math and history and science. But if you put them in any kind of situation that requires emotional intelligence or real life intelligence, they have no idea what to do. There's a huge difference between smart and intelligent.
I hate to admit it. The founders are clever, and I mean really fucking clever. The four founders are Gordon Goner, Emperor Tomato Ketchup, Gargamel, and No Sass. You may be wondering, why do they all have obscure Xbox Live gamer tags?
Because that's how they roll. Anonymous usernames are the way to go, and it makes people like me and Pincalo look like shit. Because I guarantee you, when people talk about people who don't have a username, or I mean, don't have their real name as their username, they're talking about these motherfuckers. They're not talking about people like me. But people like me and Driving Ape get lumped in with these assholes because we don't put our real names out on the internet.
Well, if you think this is innocent, you're not ready for this. Number 1, Emperor Tomato Ketchup, Karim Adelaide, software engineer. On the surface, Emperor Tomato Ketchup sounds like a Fortnite skin. In reality, Emperor Tomato Ketchup is the name of a 1971 film that is banned across the world for containing child pornography.
Oh my god. Okay then. How the fuck does he know about it? Not Philion, the dude who has that for his username. How does he know about it?
It's about children overthrowing adults and establishing their own supremacy, in which a young boy in a fascist uniform sexually assaults a grown woman. And if you were to ask Tomato himself, he would say he got the name from a Stereolab album, which got its name from the film. Another example of plausible deniability.
I don't believe that. The dream is going up my down. That sucks.
Number 2, Gargamel. Greg Solano, MFA in writing. If anyone is familiar with the Smurfs, then the name Gargamel might ring a bell. Gargamel is the antagonist who turns sentient beings into money. He is widely known as an anti-Semitic depiction of a Jewish stereotype. And as Ryder Rips pointed out, 4chan also uses the term Gargamel to describe Jewish people. A reoccurring theme that you'll notice is that this entire umbrella of Boredape Yacht Club trolling stems from 4chan behavior, which is based on inserting enough absurdity to create plausible deniability.
That's the thing. Like and there are so many things where you hear and you can't, and you're like, that can't be true. That has to be made up. That can't be possible, and it is.
Gargamel is smart, but he's a little sloppy. According to his Reddit post history, he posted a 4chan crypto meme before Boredape Yacht Club was even live yet, confirming that he's at least aware of the culture or uses 4chan. Greg Solano, or Gargamel, was a literature major in college and wrote his thesis paper on 2666, which is a book that takes place in Nazi Germany with a main character named after Nazi SS doctor Hans Reiter. He even
That's a doctor I have not heard of.
expressed on his now defunct blog that he wanted to write a fiction novel that blends real history with imaginative events, which is similar to Roberto Bolaño's 2666. This could be a stretch, but I'm reminded here of your writing backgrounds. Do you think there's any parallel between your big conceptual breakthrough to design NFTs for what interests you, not some target demo, and the idea that in writing, sometimes the best stuff comes from channeling what you really want to see, not what some theoretical reader wants?
Ding, 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 ding. Philion has hit the head on the nail.
Gargamel says, ever since the Boredape Yacht Club, we've seen like 1,000 different avatar collections come up, and a lot of them are really cool. But what we think was special, and what people could kind of read on top of ours, is that we didn't just throw 3D glasses onto apes. And we didn't have a long essay on exactly what this was, but we knew what it was. It's like Wittgenstein's let the unutterable be conveyed unutterably, or Hemingway's iceberg theory. We knew what this world was and why the apes are this way, and that somebody else might get a little tingle on their neck looking at it, thinking, yeah, this is kind of different. This isn't just random. In this interview, Gargamel literally just confirmed that Boredape Yacht Club is his medium for creative writing.
So yeah, like he literally was like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about in this thing, and I'm totally down with all of the Nazi bullshit that went when it was happening in World War II. And before, yeah, that's fucking either ballsy, stupid, or both. I'm not quite sure which one yet.
First, the quote is cryptic, but it makes a lot of sense given the context of this project. Let the unutterable be conveyed unutterably. Dog whistles, hidden meanings, fiction writing. Nah, man, they're just apes with 3D glasses. You don't understand crypto. In this statement, Gargamel quotes Ludwig Wittgenstein, an Austrian Jewish philosopher believed to have been the boy who went to school with Adolf Hitler from 1903 to 1904.
Okay.
According to writer Kimberly Cornish in The Jew of Linz, she alleges that Hitler alludes to a Jewish boy who is believed to be Wittgenstein in Mein Kampf. Wittgenstein's entire body of work consists of cipher, cryptology, and solving puzzles.
These guys are so involved and so, like, they have done their homework on Nazi history, because there is stuff here that I did not know about as like someone who is interested in history. I'm hearing names of Nazis that I've never heard of before. I'm hearing connections that I've never heard of before. Like, this is some insane knowledge of Nazi history on the part of the Boredape Yacht Club. And like, I just can't imagine how fucking nasty Philion felt just researching all of this.
Similar to how Boredape Yacht Club is one massive puzzle designed to be cracked for the sole purpose of stroking their twisted fanfiction writing boner. Second, he states Hemingway's iceberg theory, which describes exactly what they're doing. Iceberg theory itself is also a 4chan meme. Greg Solano also has written a book titled The Cinematic Art of World of Warcraft. To say he isn't...
Are you serious? The cinematic art of World of Warcraft. Oh,
a sucker for fantasy would be a flat-out lie. We know that Gargamel is a creative fantasy writer. We know that he wrote his thesis paper on a Nazi story. And we know that he wanted to create something similar, blending real and fake events. He literally quoted Ludwig Wittgenstein and iceberg theory, confirmed that there is hidden meaning, and that everything is deliberate in Boredape Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Prior to Boredape Yacht Club, Greg Solano even stated he wanted to create a Lovecraftian-themed NFT project.
He literally was like, yeah, what about it, bitch? I'm a modern-day Nazi, and this is my NFT project. Fuck you. This is Eric Cartman with that Kickstarter thing. Washington Redskins, go fuck yourself. That's what this is. That's what this is.
And if you know anything about Lovecraft, he was a notorious white supremacist, often weaving his
That I did not
prejudices
know.
as the basis for his stories.
'Cause I don't
The
know much about
frustration that
Lovecraft.
Ryder Rips and others have felt, myself included, with the public's perception of this criticism is immense. You can't begin to educate people on this when they're too ignorant to realize that they're being played. Boredape Yacht Club, in a way, is a social experiment in making fun of people who are easily influenced.
Mhm.
Crypto bros and everyone who sucks off technocrats included. It is a commentary on the number going up forever, or the wag me crowd, which lives by the slogan, we're all going to make it. This is a very real sentiment shared by thousands of people on the internet.
I have never this is I am a weird person on the internet because there are things on the internet that I know about, and then there are things that other people come to me and are like, have you heard of this? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And this wag me thing, I've never ever heard of. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I'm just laughing about how there are some things on the internet that you could ask me about and I could sit there for hours talking about it. And then there are other things that I'm like, what? What the fuck does that mean?
Which the founders of this project have profited off of immensely. All it took was celebrity worship, proper funding, fueled by a dystopian political agenda to get fascist propaganda on the world stage.
Oh,
Let
right.
me be clear. I'm not saying buzzwords just to say them. This is what's happening. 3. Gordon Goner or Wiley Arano.
Well, and that's the thing. Philion is pretty balanced. He's not... I would say he's neither... Like, he's on neither side. He's pretty much down the middle. And I feel like he doesn't like just spouting off buzzwords for the sake of it.
Also a creative writer. The third founder of Boredape Yacht Club goes by Gordon Goner, the same name Ryder used for the website, piecing this all together. This was done for SEO purposes, so that when you type in Gordon Goner on Google, Ryder's website pops up first. In an interview with Wiley from 2014, he stated, "The only book that I don't like is Mein Kampf, but
Why do I have a feeling that's the only book you do like?
I haven't read it." When asked innocently about books, he resorted to making Hitler jokes. Yeah, there's probably nothing to see here, right?
Right? Like, he's like, the only book I don't like is Mein Kampf. Ha 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 ha. I actually really love it. I wish I'd been alive when he was alive so I could get an autographed copy.
This is just more proof that Wiley's attempt at edgy humor dates back to 2014. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Gordon Goner stated he chose the name because it sounded like Joey Ramone,
No, what? What?
lead singer of the Ramones. It should be known that Boredape Yacht Club's connection to the Rolling Stone is not random. It's through Neil Strauss, author of The Game, who is apparently writing about the subculture of Boredape Yacht Club. Gordon Goner is a full-phrase anagram for Drongo Negro. Drongo is Australian slang for stupid, and Negro means black.
Wow. That is a stretch. That's I don't know about that one. Yeah.
Drongo is also tossed around on 4chan and Reddit. It's not simply a random word. It is also convenient.
Drongo, I do know, is an Australian.
Funny, because that Drongo thing, right? That part there.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because Asmongold had the same reaction too. It's one of those, maybe, but maybe not.
Because I know Drongo is a
Drongo's a
insult.
slur, yeah. The fact that you can anagram anything a lot of the time and get something insulting out of it.
Yeah.
Like you can get massive asshole out of my name, for instance.
Wait, could you?
likely a species of black bird. Another example of a hyper-specific double-meaning term or phrase in Boredape Yacht Club. There's not much else known about Wiley Arano, aka Gordon Goner, besides loose leads that allege he's a crypto-fascist. And his dad is literally Don Arano, portrayed by John Travolta in Speed Kills. Both Gargamel and Gordon Goner are writers and creatives, according to the CEO of Yuga Labs, Nicole Muniz.
Wait, the CEO of Yuga is a chick? A Latina chick.
Can you take me back to the origin story of Boredape Yacht Club?
It was almost exactly a year ago. Garga, who's one of the founders, texted Gordon with, hey, let's make an NFT.
Wow.
So Garga and Gordon were both really into crypto. They were really active in the community, but they are writers. That's actually their background.
Why are you talking like this? Like you're trying to prove something? Why do you sound like you don't actually believe in it? You're talking like this with an upward inflection? Like that dumb blonde chick from Family Guy that Brian was having sex with? It's really annoying.
They are storytellers, they're creatives. And so like crypto was this thing that like they were fascinated by and they like loved, but they were never able to actively participate in.
Right. There was a barrier to entry.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Because it was technical.
Yeah.
And they're not technical. They're writers, they're creatives, they're storytellers. Like that's what
you
they
clip
do.
it.
So it's entirely critical that you understand the context of anything. So the issue with Boredape Yacht Club is that they're not providing any context. The context that they provided is that literally it's meaningless. They said that these are just apes in a swamp who like drawing penises on a penis wall. That's the official story of Boredape Yacht Club from the mouth of Nicole, the CEO.
That sounds retarded and unbelievable and gross coming from a woman.
Like, that's it. Like, end. Done. Like, there's nothing else.
They called me with like, hey, we're gonna do this thing, and like, you know, just explaining the idea. And I kind of giggled and was like, oh yeah, I mean, but people are just gonna draw penises. And that was it. Like, I was just like, I didn't think anything of it. We hung up, but like the stupid thing that I said that I never would have thought about transformed into, well, what if they do draw penises?
Yeah.
And
I think you just want to be able to talk about penises on an interview with another woman. Because, like, you guys sound really into talking about penises. Like, you're putting a lot of emphasis on the word penis. And that interviewer was like, yeah. Oh my God, penises. Oh, it's amazing. Like, it's weird. What am I watching? What am I watching? Help. Help. I think I need an adult. I think I need an adult. Huh. Okay. I'm not really watching anything. Love, that's a very astute observation. Yay. Good job. I'm not really watching anything. Good for you. Did you get your 10 seconds of recognition? Okay. Good.
where do people draw penises? And, you know,
But she said it again!
Well, it's a bathroom.
Right.
You know, it's a toilet stall. And it's a dive bar. But it's not a dive bar. It's a yacht club that's a dive bar.
What the fuck? What were you all smoking? Don't do it again. It sounds like crappy weed. You should never ever smoke it again.
But it's in a swamp, and it's going to be this like future vision of Miami, and you know, it's all of these like bored apes, and they just created this like story and this world.
Let's play a game of I Spy. The cover of this Rolling Stone art is a direct reference to Hieronymus Bosch, who painted pictures like these in order to
Moldy
hide
weed.
things
Yes.
in them. Spot the racist dog whistle.
Yes.
That was a Fox interview, if I remember.
That
right.
was really
Okay. And the funniest thing is that at the end of that clip there, the interview chick, she's literally like, "What the fuck am I listening to?" Now, this chick, as she's talking, okay, as you hear her talking, she is looking around the room, and her eyes are bulging out of her head like she just did a whole bunch of fucking coke.
Like
she is fucked.
Like at first, the interviewer sounded into it, and at the end, she's just like, "What?"
Yeah, no, literally, that's how fucked this thing is. It's just like this chick. That Nicole is fucking insane. She's fucking nuts. Like she is literally looking at like she just ripped a whole fucking line of meth, and her eyes are literally bulging out of her fucking skull as she's trying to depict and look at each individual light on the fucking ceiling that doesn't exist because there aren't 5, there are 4.
Whistle.
That's funny. What's next?
Ape hands are a
Hello.
racist dog whistle, alluding to the practice of Belgian King Leopold II cutting
is
off
the neck
Congolese
do?
hands for punishment in not working hard enough to produce rubber. The Congolese then started cutting off fellow African hands as it became a currency valuable to the Belgians in itself. Never underestimate the ability for Boredape Yacht Club founders to be this demented.
Holy
Let's try this
shit.
again. This is footage of the Boredape Yacht Club video game. See anything interesting?
Wait. The Boredape Yacht Club video game? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? And we're only 25 minutes into this shit.
Yeah, they went back in time and developed an entire Flash game, and again, it's boomerangs made of bananas that are doing this. But Philion's going to explain what the boomerang bananas kind of look like. But it's kind of like Sarah Silverman level, but I can see it too now. I didn't really look at the video when I listened to it because I was listening to it while I was driving, so I didn't get to see the actual footage. I can see it.
What's up with these bananas?
Then again,
Why
I
is
also played video games that were made in mathematical fucking errors.
a bushel of bananas conveniently shaped like a swastika? For Sass, Zayshawn Ali, software engineer. The fourth founder of Boredape Yacht Club goes by Sass, and going off the theme of hidden meanings throughout their entire project,
S-A-S.
this is also deliberate. SA is the abbreviation for Sturmabteilung, and SS for the Schutzstaffel. SAS, or SASS, is the combination of the two primary Nazi military divisions. There are two possibilities that explain the behavior of the founders. Number one is easy. They are neo-Nazis. Number two is a bit more complex, and Ryder believes we need new terms to describe what's happening.
So Ryder Rips, I guess, kind of exposed this, I guess is what Philion is saying. And good on him, because this is fucked up. Like, and it ruins things for everybody, because artists and creative people shouldn't be told what to say and what not to say. But at the same time, this shit should not be happening.
In other words, this is an internet troll's wet dream. Post-ironic racism on the world stage. This means that this is a meme, but it doesn't look like one because there's nothing to indicate otherwise.
Right.
This can also be described as pose law. It's impossible to know if someone is joking unless they add an LOL at the end of a message to indicate how it's supposed to be perceived.
And a lot of people add LOL to say something horrible, but take away some of their accountability, and they'll be like, oh, I fucking hate your guts, LOL. You know what I mean? Like, they do it to negate their responsibility for what they've said.
In other words, Boredape Yacht Club founders are layering on the irony of troll behavior to the point where it's just doomed. The best way I can describe it is beating a dead horse until the horse comes alive again and then dies again from the irony. February 4th, 2022, Katie Natopoulos, a writer at BuzzFeed, wrote an article covering the identities of the founders of Boredape Yacht Club. And where exactly do you think she got her information from? Ryder Rips. However, she stated, Solano and Arano don't appear to have any particular red flags, which, as we know, is a flat-out lie.
Why would she lie like that? Because it looks like Ryder Rips is actually trying to expose this, unless I'm completely mistaken. So why would this BuzzFeed writer lie like that?
Pressured by Guy Osseri, Kate Natopoulos ran a softball story in an effort to
I'm mistaken? Okay.
save face. The more degenerative side of 4chan, including white nationalists, enjoy participating in the cult of Kek, a metaphorical fictitious religion that worships Pepe the Frog. Think of it as a figuring on the irony of troll behavior as joking, unless they add and the best way I can describe it is beating a dead horse until the horse comes alive again and then dies again from the irony. February 4th, 2022, Katie Natopoulos, a writer at BuzzFeed, wrote an article covering the identities of the founders of Boredape Yacht Club. And where exactly do you think she got her information from? Ryder Rips.
Okay.
However, she stated, Solano and Arano don't appear to have any particular red flags, which, as we know, is a flat-out lie. Pressured by Guy Osseri, Kate Natopoulos ran a softball story in an effort to save face.
Oh, okay. Now I hear it.
The more degenerative side of 4chan, including white nationalists, enjoy participating in the cult of Kek, a metaphorical fictitious religion that worships Pepe the Frog.
And that's the stupid thing, is that Pepe was a fucking joke. Kek was supposed to be a fucking joke. Kekistan was not supposed to be an actual religion. Just like the fucking whale. The whale is not an actual religion. Still, I'll hail him. But, fuck. Come on. Like, it's a fucking meme.
Think of it as a tribe on 4chan who considers everyone else not in the know as normies. They wave the Kekistan flag, which is an exact ripoff of Prussia and Nazi Germany's war-mocked symbol. Their mission?
Oh, that I didn't know. I did not know at all.
Troll the liberals at all costs through meme warfare. By having shared symbolism and jokes, it is a way to communicate or dog whistle to other members.
Okay.
We did learn about that. You did know that. You know how you knew that?
Ooh.
Okay. We're going to go way back in time, we're going to go 6 years now.
Okay.
To the famous flag photo in which the entire skeptic community was standing behind a Kekistani flag. Sargon was there, Jeff was there. Yeah, VidCon 2015. 2015 or 2016, right when the Kekistan thing really kicked off. Before the first breakup. So it would have been before the 2016, like right around the elections.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you, that's when that whole kind of thing, like, oh, it's all the Nazi symbols. Look at how that's how they all, and that is how they connected Aiden, Sargon, just the whole everybody. That's how everyone became alt-right. Yes, I know. I fixed that when your sister was here already, but I'll fix that later. Yeah, so it was that's where we all learned about that flag, those two, the connections there. And then I went, what about the Finnish flag?
This is insane. I'm fine. Shut up, TikTok. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Benny. What does the neck do? What? Share the live, guys. Get people back in here. There is not Braille. Oh, and I need to do the video. Oh.
That they, quote, embrace the principles of chaos and destruction that are central to alt-right thinking. The term Kek originated from World of Warcraft.
Yep.
When a Horde player types LOL to an alliance, LOL is then translated into gibberish, spelling out Kek. This is because the two opposing factions in the game can't communicate with each other unless they are on the same faction.
Right.
It just so happens that Kek is an Egyptian god that looks like a human with a frog head.
Yep. He is. I can't remember the actual god, like the actual... I can't remember what Kek is the god of, but I know Kek is a computer. What was the Egyptian god Kek the god of?
From fandom.com.
Stop.
Osiris.
Computer, stop.
Hence Pepe. And guess what Kek was the god of? Darkness and chaos.
Of course, darkness and chaos.
Sound familiar? Surfing the Kali Yuga was not the only surfer innuendo that the alt-right adopted as lingo.
Because Kali Yuga, of course, being the age of vengeance and darkness of the gods, Kek being an Egyptian god, the god of darkness and chaos. Connected? Got it?
In fact, they also use the word cowabunga to signify their alt-right beliefs to fellow members of the alt-right. It just so happens that one of Boredape's founder's wife had this exact lingo in her bio.
Cala-fucking-bunga? Really? Really? Come on. Cowabunga. What? Like, why do we have to do that? Come on.
Which has now been deleted. And in September 2021, Boredape Yacht Club challenged the internet with a series of puzzles. Whoever cracked the secret codes would receive a Boredape Kennel Club NFT, a Boredape NFT, a Mutant Serum NFT, and 10 Ethereum. At the time,
so nothing. Got it. Good. Okay.
The value of these prizes added up to hundreds of thousands of dollars.
At the time. Yeah. Again, nothing.
This puzzle will demonstrate just how far the creators of Boredape Yacht Club are willing to go in order to play out their racist fantasy. This information is taken directly from this user's post on Medium. This whole puzzle started with a single stealthy tweet. Somebody left a strange note at the bar. The image contains a message, "Come find me below," with the ciphertext of ;U8JJ6. This is a keyboard cipher, where if you look at the keys below each letter on a keyboard, you see that it spells /Jimmy. Entering
it does? Wait. What is the...
on Medium. This whole puzzle started with a single stealthy tweet. Somebody left a strange note at the bar. The image contains a message, "Come find me below," with the ciphertext
Okay.
of ;U8JJ6. This
U8JJ6.
So you don't understand what that means, do you?
No.
Okay. So by ciphertext, it means like so the code is ;U8JJ6. Okay. So if you look at the semicolon, below it is the /.
Right.
Okay. Then you get below the U is a J.
J.
Below the 8 is an I. Below the J is an M. And then below the 6 is the Y.
Got it. That's
how I came up with that.
This is a keyboard cipher, where if you look at the keys below each letter on a keyboard, you see that it spells /Jimmy. Entering this after BoredapeYachtClub.com will take you to a new page, and you are able to load a puzzle game. Jimmy the Monkey is back on his bullshit again. In the clubhouse, the game is a 2D screen where you can click on rooms and interact with various objects. Most of the rooms contained a puzzle. The boat room contains a single interactable object in the room, which is a wall of dancing men.
Oh. Okay. A wall of dancing men. I'm full of tinier men. Not now, living doll.
If you know a bit about ciphers, it's fairly quick to recognize that this is a Dancing Man cipher. The Dancing Man
I've
cipher
never
is
heard of the
from
Dancing
Sherlock
Man
Holmes.
cipher. I need to read Sherlock Holmes. I really do.
Decoding the cipher reveals the following message. This isn't a puzzle clue. Suck on a banana, bozo. Love, Jimmy.
This isn't a puzzle clue. Suck on a banana, bozo. Love, Jimmy. All right then. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what that means.
This seemed to be a troll as it was not used in the final solution. The party room has two interactable objects in it. The first object is a dog collar with the numbers 0010 on it. This is just the ID number for the exact NFT that you would win if you were to crack the puzzle. The second object is a party poster containing song lyrics. The puzzle gives a selection of song lyrics sorted in alphabetical order by word, with one of the words being replaced by the word monkey. Solving this puzzle involves taking each lyric word bank, identifying the song, and figuring out which part of the song the lyrics are referencing.
That sounds like way too much time and effort for nothing. Literally nothing. Oh, but it was worth hundreds of thousands of dollars at the time. Really? If someone had figured it out, do you think they would have given them anything? No. No. Just no.
You sort each word in that set of the lyrics in ABC order and figure out what word has been replaced with monkey. This results in the following troll message. Wasted your time on this one, stupid apes. Entering the pool area presents you with two puzzles. One located on an inflatable duck in the pool, and the other on a drink menu located next to the bar. This puzzle presents a list of duck-themed clues and their answer length. Going through and solving all of the clues results in the list below. With this answer set, reading the first letter of each answer gives the phrase cocktails are shaken, which is a clue for the puzzle located next to the bar. Using the hint from the previous puzzle, we now know that this menu list is an anagram of cocktails.
My head is literally going... I have no idea what the fuck any of this means. I don't know if it's because I can't see it or what, but I'm just very confused.
In addition, the text at the bottom of the menu indicates something extra was added to the drinks, hinting to there likely being an extra letter not used in the cocktail anagram.
Okay.
With there being 26 menu items, it seemed highly likely the extra letters or the cocktails used every letter A to Z for ordering when done. It is quickly realized all the cocktails start with a unique letter.
Okay, yes.
Listen to what he's describing everything perfectly. He's not doing any worse than I would do. I couldn't go any further than what he's doing.
It's just hard to
hard to imagine. You know what a menu page looks like, right?
Yeah.
It's just a list.
Okay.
And then there's fine print at the bottom.
A to Z, that, when put in order and reading the extra letters, gives orange liqueur used in spritz. Final answer, Aperol. Upon entering the kitchen, a sheet can be found lying next to the sink. This puzzle provides instructions on what to do. Begin by identifying the dishes that are clued on the left and filling out the blanks on the right. The extracted letters, highlighted yellow on the sheet, spell the phrase Gibraltar's Barbary, which...
This is proof right here that I am a visual learner despite being blind. Because having ciphers and things like this described, I'm sitting here listening and I hear the words, but my brain is not putting them into images. I literally would have to feel the page in Braille to get an idea of, like, you saw me when they were talking about the keyboard code for Jimmy. I literally started touching the keyboard because I have to have that visual confirmation. So Philion could literally just be saying random words right now, and they would mean pretty much the same thing. Select a boy, welcome. It sucks.
Which is referencing a specific monkey that lives on Gibraltar.
To a list of to a reference list.
Okay.
This is the now. What you're seeing is in the photo that was there, the drawing. It's a decipher of everything on the page. Okay. So what he's doing is he's trying to show that. So you have the clue, right? Sausage and potatoes. Answer: bangers and mash.
Okay.
Okay. British baked pudding, spotted dick.
Right.
Right. Russian dish with sour cream sauce, beef stroganoff, etc. Okay. That's what you have here.
Okay.
Okay. But there's key letters involved. Okay. Now what he means is there are letters involved inside of here. So on this side is your lined list of clues.
Okay.
On this side is your lined list of answers. In between is G, I, B, third row, fourth row, R. Take a letter out of each row. Down this side is another column that is all of each of those letters that says Gibraltar Serbisky.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Using it to reference. Listen to what he's saying. It's not about this part though. It's all the stuff that's in between, all the little clues.
This is so confusing.
It's hard to do this part. You can skip this part if you need to, but it really does explain a lot.
Like good. Like I envy his ability to research this and follow it through without like. I wonder how long it took him to untangle all this crap.
Yeah.
The Barbary macaque. Final answer:
Like, this is the
macaque. In the
macaque.
library, you can
Okay.
start by clicking on the bust
So
on the
now
top
it's
of the
another-
shelf,
another
which
thing.
contains a
So
puzzle
it's another
scroll.
cipher, right?
This
Not
puzzle is a
ciphers,
Mad
talking
Gap
about
style
things that
puzzle,
are
as hinted by
in
the
the
title,
Boredape
Bust
universe
Don Dush Elf.
that are
Bus-
clues as to like just waving. They're literally just memes that
Bus-
are made of
right.
anagrams.
Bust down dash elf.
Which,
Okay.
when read aloud, sounds like bust on a shelf.
Bust
You can
on a
make
shelf,
4 Mad
yeah.
Gab style phrases using one word from each column on the scroll. The output of each Mad Gab is its own
Gotcha.
clue to a word. This final output is yet again a Mad Gab where use 6 ciphers can be read as use 6 ciphers.
Ciphers. Use 6 cipher. I've got it now. Okay. I've got it. I understand now.
A hint for the bookshelf puzzle. When you click on the bookshelf next to the fireplace, it shows you an enlarged version of the bookshelf.
Okay.
This bookshelf contains many different patterns throughout. As you start to group the patterns together, you will discover there are 6 separate puzzles using 6 different ciphers, as hinted in the previous puzzle contained in the shelf items.
Okay, so 6 puzzles, 6 ciphers. Okay.
The monkey hands. There are 6 hands throughout the shelves using American Sign Language to spell weapon. Naval flags. There are 6 international maritime signal flags throughout the shelves that spell Nassau. 5-bit binary. There are 6 groups of books colored orange and green. These books are 5-bit binary, which provides 10010, 00101, 00001, 10011, 01111, 01110. These can be converted to their decimal equivalent of 18, 1, 19, 15, 14, which can then be further converted to letters to read reason. Clocks. There are 6.
Okay, so we've got. I'm going to put this back a little bit because this is hard to figure out, or this is hard to follow.
Binary, which personal contained in the shelf items. The monkey hands.
So the
There are
hands.
6 hands.
So we've got 6
Here's how
hands
we're gonna do
spelling
it.
it out. Okay.
So this is 5-bit. This is okay. So this is using ones and zeros. Okay, just binary.
Correct.
Okay, so go to it.
So we're with the monkey hands. That's
Okay, the monkey hands. Yeah, and you remember what
throughout
that
the
goes
shelves
back to,
using
right?
American
with
Sign
ASL
Language to
that
spell
spell out
weapon.
weapon.
Right.
So we
Naval
have
flags.
naval
There are
flags
6
that-
international maritime signal
international
flags
naval
throughout the
flags
shelves that spell
out
Nassau.
Yeah, like the city.
Right.
5-bit binary.
5-bit binary.
There are 6
And
groups
yeah,
of
these are
books colored
By the way
orange.
this works is is you have short books and tall books, which the short books are green, the tall books are orange.
Okay.
Okay, ones are represented by the tall orange books, and zeros are represented by the green short books.
Okay.
So there are 5 groupings of them. So now we go.
Green. These
So
books are
that's where
5-bit
Leon explains
binary,
what they
which
are.
provides
Right.
1 0 0 1 0 0 0
yeah.
1 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0. These can be converted to their decimal equivalent of 18, 5, 1, 19, 15,
Okay. Now
14.
these numbers have to do with the letters in the alphabet and where they are positioned.
Right.
And that's why it spells out reason.
Reason.
And then be further converted to letters to read reason. Clocks.
6
And
books.
now we have clocks.
There are
Okay.
6 clocks
6
through the
clocks.
shelves. Each clock
Right.
face has a
Now,
different
they're
time,
base
with both
clocks, so
hands
it's not
clearly
like
visible.
digital clocks.
So they're analog
Yeah.
with hands.
Yes.
Okay.
Using the
Yeah,
clock
like
hands as a
923,
flag
those are
semaphore,
very
you can
specific
obtain the
time
letters to
frames.
spell salute. Book
Salute. Okay.
They're different hand signals.
Okay.
titles. There are some books
Book
facing
titles.
forward with their titles clearly visible, and after reading through the titles, you will notice some of the words are from the NATO
Yeah, he
alphabet.
might name them.
The NATO alphabet.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Echo, yeah.
Echo, Mike, Bravo,
Echo,
Romeo,
Mike,
Yankee,
Bravo,
Oscar, and
Romeo.
when you extract
Okay. Hold on. Let me try again.
some books facing forward with their titles clearly visible, and after reading through the titles, you will notice some of the words are from the NATO alphabet. Echo, Mike, Bravo, Romeo, Yankee, Oscar, and when you extract the first letter of each NATO word, it will spell embryo.
Embryo. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. Yeah,
He'll tell you.
embryo.
You don't have to figure it out. He's got this all figured out. Everything you're about to ask, he's going to answer.
Morse code.
Okay.
Between each
Morse
of the
code. Okay.
bookshelves is a repeating pattern of a lighter color. Each shelf is a separate letter spelled using Morse code.
Okay.
If you decode the Morse for each shelf, it will spell analog.
Okay, so we've got weapon, NASA. Weapon, NASA, reason, salute. Come on, BP. Weapon, NASA, reason, salute, embryo, analog.
Now that we have all the words extracted, we need to extract the final answer. Looking at the words for a moment, it can be seen that the first letter of each word can spell answer when ordered correctly. Since the first letter
Oh.
spelled answer, we extracted the last letters to see if it provides an answer to the puzzle. The extract is Guanan, which
Holy shit!
is a breed of old world monkey, and it's the name of Rene Guanan.
Renee,
The game
yeah, Renee Guanan,
contains
exactly.
2 objects you can interact with. The first one is a game called Jimmy the Asshole, which, after some playing, didn't appear to contain a puzzle. The second one is the game room puzzle. The flavor text for the puzzle is, there are lots of games to play here if you can figure out the rules. It also has some pictures of Hangman and tic-tac-toe. These are big hints for what you are looking for and what the solution is going to be. The solution for this puzzle involved taking each puzzle string and figuring out the puzzle rules that encoded the text. Here is one example. There are a lot of P's, so we want to analyze that first. You start by separating each line by P.
Okay, so each line by P. Okay.
We are looking for game-related words, so we can guess the 2 words here are card and canasta. With these 2, we can deduce that the rule for this puzzle is to replace the first letter with P, which can then be reversed from the cipher, which gives the following clue: card worth 50 in canasta. The answer to this clue is Joker. However,
That I was gonna say I have no idea because I've never played canasta.
we aren't done here just yet. Now we need to apply the same rule we discovered, replace first letter with P, to this answer to get a new answer out related to games. Applying the rule to Joker results in poker, the actual solution to this puzzle line. Here is the rest. Taking the first letter from each solution, you get the following phrase: Drooper's apartment pal.
What the
Drooper is a character from the Banana Splits, and his apartment pal is Bingo.
The banana split. I feel lost because some of these references I don't know because I'm not quite old enough.
Banana Splits was a TV show.
Okay.
In like the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
That's why it's so fucking obscure. Now listen to about Bingo. Listen to what bingo is.
Bingo is an ape, so we can confidently determine the answer is bingo. The attic is one of the more difficult puzzles, and before we dive into it, we first have to talk about the skeleton in the crawl space. The skeleton in the crawl space has a bunch of 3-letter phrases and some numbers, with the flavor text of NTH plus EAT. We know that we're trying to combine the phrases to spell words, with the numbers most likely being the length of each word.
Right.
There's really no approach other than maybe looking up words that start with or words that end with, but the best place to start was realizing that NTH and EAT were clued as being connected and
So NTHEAT. Okay.
could spell N, the, at. After that, it is mixing and matching until you get something good out. The output you get is Anastasia Steele really loves the hexes used in the attic. This is a
What the fuck? How do you get that? That's one that I'm just like, what? Anastasia Steele loves the... Okay.
reference to Anastasia Steele from 50 Shades of Grey, which is referencing that the hex color codes in the attic are gray codes. This is basically a second hint for Bought It, which you can see in the attic section below. The attic starts with an image with some pixels and flavor text about having to feel your way around in the dark. This is a reference for being blind and hinting towards the pixels being braille.
Okay. Sure. Banana Splits was shown on Cartoon Network too. Oh, was it? I didn't know that. I need to take a look at that show. Honey, can you come talk to chat? I really need to pee.
Yeah, but here's the thing, okay? Yeah, they did the Banana Splits movie in 2019.
Okay.
Okay. And what happened was, but Bingo and Drooper and all them are actually from 1968.
Okay.
That's, again, why it's so obscure.
That's like I've never.
Well. Alright, she needs more wine. And you people need to share the stream. But yeah, I hope you're all enjoying this. This is an interesting thing. Yeah, well, it was, but yeah, this is the 68 one. This is the 1970s version. Let's see what's going on over on the Tiki Talkie. Hello, Tiki Talkie. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Are you? I don't think you are. But yeah, so YouTube. Let's go over here. Okay, I'm looking on her phone. So yeah, it's funny because she's trying to learn all these super obscure references, right? It's funny. I feel old because I still know some of these references. What?
I said, did you evil people eat all of the Tostitos?
Don't look at me. Look at the two monsters that are asleep. That will tell you who ate all the Tostitos.
I gotta eat. Oh my god. Okay. Ooga booga. I'm back.
The phrase you get out of using
It was
colored
actually late at
pixels
night?
as
Oh,
braille
okay.
dots, beginners always unlock dim old tones. If you hint for Bought It, which you can see in the attic section
Braille
below.
dot.
The attic starts with an image
Braille
with
dot.
some pixels and flavor text about having to feel your way around in the dark. This is a reference for being blind and hinting towards the pixels being braille. The phrase you get out of using colored pixels as braille dots, beginners always unlock dim old tones.
Now, how the hell do you use pixels as braille? Like, first of all, you would have to look up how the braille code even works. Unless you had blind people in your life.
It's actually kind of easy. Pixels are basically cells. All they would really have to do is go with whatever the dead pixels are and use those and overlay them as the cells.
So it would just go,
Yeah, that's all it would be. It'd be color, and then black for whatever the cells are.
Okay.
It's a massive thing. It's a massive, don't try to figure it out.
If you take the first letter of each word as hinted by the word beginners, you get Bought It, which is a type of cipher. This is the one puzzle you can right-click and export the image.
A Boredape cipher. That is a cipher I have not heard of before. It would be cool to find ciphers in Braille, I think. Hey, Aaron.
And it just so happens to be SVG. So we can extract the hex color codes accurately for the next step as hinted by the skeleton puzzle. Extracting all of the binary codes out and removing the lead 0, you get the following. Using Baudit encoding on the binary, you get the following. The only interesting thing we get is Calamar,
What?
which is another type of cipher.
Okay, so Calamar is, I guess that's what the picture he just showed.
This suggests that our extract is valid, but the rest of it is cipher text. We can then use the string with a Calamar transposition solver, but without a key, it was just a bunch of guessing words as a key. Solvers of this puzzle got stuck here for a while until it was noticed that attempting some auto-solves on the grid, assuming 6 columns instead of 8, resulted in the final 8 letters looking like a scrambled version of Visionaire.
What is Visionaire?
When the first set of data gave us Calamar, and having it almost end with Visionaire now, another type of cipher, was too likely to be a coincidence.
So it's a cipher within a cipher within a cipher within a... Wow. This is ridiculous. This is like fucking Allied Command World War II bullshit.
Putting some effort in manually with a 6-column assumption, you're able to get the following. Using Calamar key of 412563 or 214563 gives an output that spells Visionaire at the end, giving us the following possible strings. Cutting Visionaire off the end and taking the remaining letters, we try to decrypt the cipher using Visionaire and testing keywords relating to bored apes and the puzzle. Eventually, they landed on the following.
I need to really get back into ciphers because I used to do a lot of them in Braille. They were really fun.
Australopithecus. At this point,
Wait, really? Australopithecus? Seriously?
it's time to solve the final solution. Taking the answer from each puzzles and sorting them in ABC, we get the following words: Aperol, Australopithecus, Bingo, Guanan, Macaque. If we
Wow. Okay.
examine the answers, we can extract even more information about what they mean. Aperol is an orange liqueur that only got popular after World War II. This answer is different than all the others, considering it is a drink that is meant to be ingested. Going off that theme, perhaps this is a metaphor for taking the red pill, as it sometimes appears red in color.
That's a fair assumption.
Aperol also just has the word ape in it. Australopithecus. Of all the different possible answers they could have chosen, they landed on Australopithecus. Here's a little anthropology for you. In 1931, Ludwig Cole Larsen joined the Nazi Party and later undertook an expedition to German East Africa in search for a primitive man. In 1938 to 1939, he discovered Australopithecus afarensis at Laetoli without realizing the importance of his find. Ludwig attempted to prove that all people have a common origin, but that African people remained in the state of primitive man.
Interesting. Lucy was Australopithecus forensis? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
While the Aryan race had developed, such scholarship was at odds with most anthropological concerns of the day in Africa. He then later
Lucy was the one that he discovered.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know Lucy was discovered by a Nazi archaeologist.
That's the more fucked up thing about the Germans, okay? Is the amount of historical shit that they found because they were fucking around, pounding around, just beating the shit, doing what they were doing. It's fucked. I hate Germans.
We have to, like, that's the thing. We can't ignore the discoveries that the Nazis made. Do you know why? Because if we do, first of all, if we do, we have this happen. And then if another reason, if we ignore the discoveries the Nazis made,
but you don't
it
acknowledge that
cheapens.
they made
No.
You don't acknowledge that it was made by them. You
Hold
acknowledge
on.
the individual, not the group.
Right. You cheapen the lives of the people they killed to discover what they did.
Okay.
at least if you at least talk about where these discoveries came from, the people who lost their lives at least have some sort of legacy.
Okay, you're about to watch Django Unchained clip.
Lost his position as professor in the course of the denazification after the war. Cole Larson is not highly regarded amongst contemporary East Africanists. Bingo. Bingo the Gorilla is a major yet final antagonist in the 2019 direct-to-video horror comedy film, The Banana Splits Movie.
Wait, really? I love cheese too. In fact, I'm pissed off because my children ate all the Tostitos and I can't have Tostitos and cheese after this stream.
Bingo and his friends are animatronics created by Carl to entertain children as the Banana Splits. However, after the show is canceled, Bingo and his friends start a killing spree.
Oh! I think I might need to watch that movie.
You want to know something even creepier? Bingo only has 3 lines in the movie.
I wonder how the show's gonna end. Time's almost up. Time's almost up.
Wouldn't that count as 2 lines because he repeats the same one twice?
Bingo's last and most famous words. The only words Bingo ever says sounds just like accelerationism.
Oh, that's a bingo.
Is that the way you say it? That's a bingo.
You just say bingo. Bingo! How fun!
Guanan.
Pardon?
That movie scene is from Inglourious Bastards.
Oh.
And that's also where Scribe gets that audio from.
Okay.
As double entendre, he's the father of traditionalism, bringing the Kali Yuga to the West, and Guanan is also a species of monkey. Macaque also has double entendre. Macaque is a racial slur and a type of monkey.
Wait, it is? I knew it was a type of monkey. I didn't know it was a type of racial slur. I had no idea.
By definition, there is a clear distinction of what type of monkey both Guanan and macaques are. They are part of the Old World classification of monkeys. In 2006, a Virginia senator was called out for using this slur. With close ties to Virginia, the founders of Boredape Yacht Club would definitely be aware of this political disaster.
I had no idea. I honestly didn't. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was its name. Oh. Good evening. Wouldn't you like to be sleeping? No. Because nighttime is when I like to be awake. Daytime is when I like to be asleep. And it sucks because as a parent of small children, that doesn't really work.
You too have gotten in trouble with words that you've uttered. Let me bring you back to August 11th. You were at a campaign stop and a young man who was videotaping it for the web campaign was there also. Let's watch.
This fella here over here with the yellow shirt, Macaca, or whatever his name is.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow, okay.
He's with my opponent. And let's give a welcome to Macaca here. Welcome to America and the real world of Virginia.
What a piece of garbage. Holy crap.
And here's the young man, S.R. Siddharth. He's a resident
So
of...
is this decoding the Nazi language? I don't know. This is a Philion video about the Boredape Yacht Club.
Virginia, an American citizen, straight A student at Fairfax High School, and now goes to the University of Virginia. Critics say that Macaca is a racist slur and that you used it because he was dark-skinned. What did you specifically mean when you said, welcome to America and the real Virginia? Why did you use those words toward a dark-skinned American?
Tim, I made a mistake.
No, you didn't.
I said things thoughtlessly. I've apologized for it as well I should.
You didn't. No. You fucking knew exactly what you were saying. You lying sack of shit.
But there was no racial or ethnic intent to slur anyone.
Bullshit.
If I had any idea that that word, and to some people in some parts of the world was an insult, I would never do it because it's contrary to what I believe.
Well,
and
where
who
did
I
we
am.
come from?
Dude, a macaque is a monkey. You fucking. Oh, come on.
It must have been in
Oh,
your
just made up. Just made up word.
My theory is that the primate answers of this puzzle are a direct reference to the founders of the project, and April
Agreed.
could be seen as the red pill. The Boogaloo Boys were born on the weapon board of 4chan known as K. Think of them as paramilitary incels, or Chan LARPers. They can be classified by their Hawaiian shirts and absurdist meme styles to make anyone who calls them out look insane. It can be a very effective tactic when trolling. This Boredape Yacht Club shirt is an exact Boogaloo Boy Hawaiian shirt used to LARP by 4chan users.
Wonderful. Yeah, sure, he made a mistake. Sarcasm. Yeah, exactly, Selective Boy.
This is Ape 1488. The number 14 is a neo-Nazi dog whistle. It is a direct reference to the white supremacist slogan known as the 14 words. We must secure the existence of our people and future for white children. The slogan was coined by David Lane, a member of the white supremacist terrorist group known as the Order. The number 88 is white supremacist alpha numerical code for HH, which stands for Hail Hitler.
Fucking so 14 would be AD.
1488, which is also included in the ADL database or the Anti-Defamation League, is a combination of these two hate symbols.
But the fact is, guys, I've been on the internet 20 years. I know pretty much about every single different slur that's in the English language and a few in other languages as well. So not only do I understand all the slurs, I also understand the euphemisms like 1488.
Here is where it gets really dark. What do you see on this ape? No, not the bloodshot eyes. This ape is wearing a prison outfit with the numbers 019807. If we take out the zeros, a practice in cryptography called null padding, we are left with 1987, which we can deduce is a year. You see, 1987 is a reference to the year that Rudolf Hess, a Nazi hero, died in the Spandau prison in West Berlin as a result of his conviction during the Nuremberg trials.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. I honestly thought Rudolf Hess, I honestly thought Rudolf Hess took his own life a long time before that.
It was destroyed the same year to prevent it from becoming a neo-Nazi shrine. Not everyone who has a Bored Ape is aware of the inherent racism. Let me point your attention to the sales activity tab. If someone is selling an ape, they set the price. Interestingly enough, there is a pattern of selling apes for variations of 88 Ethereum, ending prices in 0.88 or 0.14. This is a cut and dry example of esoteric racism.
That is, and I hate looking for things that aren't there, but come on. Like, that's blatant. And as he said at the beginning of this video, if you don't spend your time on the internet, this looks ridiculous to you. This looks absolutely stupid. It looks far-fetched. It looks absolutely insane. It looks straight out of a paranoid schizophrenic's journal. But if you are immersed in the internet culture and you do know what this all means, you're sitting there going, holy shit, this is insane.
Ape 6969 features the same prison jumpsuit and a Prussian helmet with a shit-eating grin. This is a troll hidden in plain sight, designed to mock everyone who looks at it. The odds of Ape 6969, which is a troll in itself, having both the prison jumpsuit and a Prussian helmet is statistically near impossible.
No, yeah.
Apes in the Boredape Yacht Club project are adorned with various characteristics. This can include clothing, accessories, eyes, faces. Anything you see on these apes can be randomly generated to produce the final product that we see as an ape. By design, some of these characteristics are more rare than others, which means more desirable, which results in a higher price. Some of these characteristics are harmless, but there is a definite through line with one characteristic in particular: headwear. The Prussian helmet is known as a Pickelob, which is a reference to the German Empire from 1871 to 1919.
I didn't know that either.
Vietnam-era helmet features an Ace of Spades card attached to the helmet, which was a custom American soldiers started in World War II, but continued in Vietnam. In Vietnam, however, American soldiers would leave an Ace of Spades on dead Vietnamese soldiers.
Again, this is like kudos to Philion for providing all this information, because I didn't know, like, I would say about 85% of this. No, not the number 14. 1488.
The card in the Boredape helmet has a letter J on it, which would indicate a Jack of Spades, not an ace. The founders of this project are not sloppy writers and wouldn't get history wrong if it meant they could include yet another racist reference.
Yeah.
Maybe this explains it. Based on a 1938 decree in Nazi Germany, every Jew in Germany had to carry an identification card marked with J for
As a, that's where the papers joke comes from.
Jewish at all times. The sushi chef headband is a Japanese headband known as a hachimaki. Hachimaki can have different Japanese characters on them to mean different things. There are 6 variations that are the most popular and commonly used. Boredape Yacht Club went with kamikaze to indicate Imperial Japan's suicide pilots. A sushi chef would never wear this headband. The safari helmet is a British or European pith hat used by the British Empire in colonizing Africa. And Belgium in the Congo, led by King Leopold II, who, as you know, cut off Congolese hands.
Holy shit. That I did not know. Again, like, kudos to Philion for all the historical information he's bringing here.
The kami hat is known as a ushanka, and with the sickle and hammer, it represents the Soviet Union or the USSR, worn during World War II while Russians were commanded by tyrannical leader Joseph Stalin. The fez is a potential reference to the Ottoman Empire, but there's also such thing as a Nazi fez. With all of these helmets and headwear, one can see a clear picture of Chan culture's fetishization of power and dominion of those they deem weaker. October 2021, music manager Guy Oseri, founder of management firm Maverick, who represents Madonna and U2, acquired
shit. Madonna and U2, though. Okay.
Representation of Boredape Yacht Club. This would include securing book deals, music, television, video games, and even movie integrations. This was a power play for Boredape Yacht Club because it legitimized funding and star power behind the project. With the connections of Guy Oseri, Boredape Yacht Club now had a way to control the media messaging around their project.
This is insane. Like, this is literally as though, like, and it can be as easy for something on the left to do this. Like, it doesn't matter what side. It really doesn't. And the scary thing is that the reason that this is happening is because we got so permissive that we, as a society, started going, maybe we should let children be trans. Maybe we should let drag queens perform for kids. And as somebody who is bisexual and absolutely believes in the freedom of a consenting adult to do anything that they please as long as it's with another consenting adult, the left pushed too far. And now the crazy Nazi religious right has a foothold and has an argument to use as to why they should be valid. And it's scary because they shouldn't be valid. Neither extreme should be valid. There should be a fucking calm middle ground for everything. Like if my kids came to me as teenagers and said, "Mom, I think I'm a girl," I'd be like, you know what? We're going to, I want you to know everything about what that entails. I want you to talk to people who have transitioned. I want you to understand that when you become an adult and you choose to do this, you will not be able to have kids. You will not be able to care like any of it. But if that's what you want as an adult, you will be my daughter. But I'm not going to run around if you're 15 years old and get you transitioning. That's not going to happen. There needs to be a middle ground.
The project obviously has so much hype and so much support. There's also been criticism. Some people connected some of the images to racist tropes. I'd love to give you the opportunity to respond to that criticism.
It's apes, because aping in is very much a nod to this community.
Wait, what?
It's apes, because aping in.
Aping in?
Is very much a nod to this community. To crypto enthusiasts, to people who aped in early.
What the fuck? Aped in? Are you that indoctrinated? Aped in? You can't even say opted in. You can't even say bot. You have to say aped in. Holy fuck. Ew.
So the story is about them. One of the founders is Jewish. One is Turkish. One is Pakistani.
One of the what is Jewish?
One of the founders is Jewish.
One of the what?
Really? So the story is about them.
About.
One of the founders is Jewish.
Noggers?
One is Turkish. One is Pakistani. One is Cuban. Guy Oseri, who's one of the partners that came in later last year, is Israeli. I myself am Cuban, and I'm actually first-generation American.
Yeah, so what? That doesn't mean you're all a bunch of racist, crazy motherfuckers. I love how, and this is the problem where, and this is something that I blame on the left, where they have set the precedent where as long as you are a diverse group, a diverse person, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That is a problem that I put on the left, where they have shown us that as long as you are a minority, you can do, say, think, act however you want because you're not white. And that's okay. And these people have exploited that. And it's gross. And it's obvious if you have paid attention to anything over the past 5 years. The Vox
idea that we're
the Vox interviewer's like, what?
Or alt-right is offensive.
See, they're saying we can't be Nazis, we can't be alt-right. Look at our diversity. You set that precedent. Look at our diversity. There's no way we could be alt-right. Alt-righters are white. That's the precedent that the left has set. Instead of everyone can be racist to everyone, it's been the only way you can be racist is if you're a white person. And these assholes have gone, okay, fine. We're going to be racist as fuck. And we're going to use the fact that we're Cuban and Jewish and whatever as a scapegoat and a reason to continue to be racist fucks. Because you've set the precedent on the left that as long as you're not white, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
It's hurtful. It's totally untrue.
That's really personal to you, that criticism.
The idea that you can't be racist or even ironically racist because you're ethnic is the saddest excuse
Nick
I've ever
Fuentes
heard.
isn't
And
white.
this
Exactly,
interview is
Mr.
bought by
Self-Destruction.
Guy Oseri. Here he is pictured with the founder of D3, and this woman looks oddly familiar. Guy Oseri is even referred to as the fifth ape, a reference to the fifth Beatle. When Ryder launched GordonGoner.com, Guy Oseri went off the deep end. Ryder Rips described to me a 2-hour phone call consisting of Guy Oseri screaming at him to stop digging into the project. After Ryder explained the symbolism to Oseri, he replied with, "Who am I to judge what art is?" And remember that Rolling Stone interview I mentioned? Gordon Goner stated, "Are we the Beastie Boys of NFTs? Because right after our initial success, it felt like the Beastie Boys going on tour with Madonna."
No. Because I'm pretty sure the Beastie Boys wouldn't propagate this kind of bullshit.
Everyone was like, who the fuck are these kids? The Rolling Stone article then states, funnily enough, Madonna's longtime manager, Guy Oseri, signed on to rep the foursome about a month after Goner made this comment to Rolling Stone. It's just so ironic that Boredape Yacht Club would go on to partner with Madonna's manager, Guy Oseri.
It's not ironic. It's a coincidence / Guy Oseri got manipulated and lied to is what it was. I'm good, Richard. Good, Aaron. I'm good.
Here's the family tree of Boredape Yacht Club. Greg Solano and Wiley Arano are from Miami. They met later in life at a bar arguing about literature. Karem Abele and Zayshan Ali went to University of Maryland together. Greg Solano also attended University of Maryland, but would go on to get his MFA at University of Virginia.
Okay, so 2 or 3 people went to the same university. Hold on. Let's go back.
Karem Guy Oseri. Here's the family tree of Boredape Yacht Club. Greg Solano and Wiley Arano are from Miami.
Okay, so the 2 first people are from the same city.
They met later in life at a bar arguing about literature. Karem Abele and Zayshan Ali went to University of Maryland together.
Okay, so they went to the University of Maryland together.
Greg Solano also attended University of Maryland, but would go on to get his MFA at University of Virginia.
Okay, so Craig Solano, the guy from Miami, went to the same university as the other 2 people.
The P.O. Box of Yuga Labs is in Alexandria, Virginia.
Okay.
The CEO of Yuga Labs, Nicole Muniz, went to high school with Wiley. Mark Andreessen is the funding. Guy Oseri is the management and PR. And it's not a far stretch to say that Neil Strauss is their Rolling Stone media connection.
Holy fuck. This is like 5 spiders wove 5 webs at the same time in the same spot, and all of them somehow connect to each other, but also have their own like structures. What the fuck is going on?
He is also writing a book based on Boredape Yacht Club. Guy Osseri and Neil Strauss go back to 1998, when Guy Osseri was featured in the credits of Neil Strauss's biography on Marilyn Manson. One of the most mind-boggling parts to this ongoing story is celebrity endorsement. Everywhere you look, a new celebrity flaunts their hideous Nazi propaganda.
So this is this is the problem, because there is so much bullshit going on the left that all of this crap going on the right is giving credence to the degeneracy on the left. And people like me are sitting in the center going, all of you are crazy. All of you are insane. We've got people on the right manipulating people in Hollywood. We've got people on the left manipulating children. We've got, like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand why we are where we are in this age. You know, when I was younger and actually naive, I thought that as technology grew, we would get more, you know, smart, intelligent. We would get more aware of ourselves. We would start to understand how we act as humans. No, none of that.
I wouldn't expect them to know any better, but there's something going on underneath the surface. I know most celebrities are denser than a cement block, but you can't convince me they would all spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on these JPEGs just because of hype culture. So what's actually going on? In a Twitter Spaces video, Ben Baller, a celebrity jeweler, describes the process of receiving a Bored Ape.
Real talk, not once, not twice, 3 times I've been offered a Bored Ape through Winepress.
A Bored Ape. Wow.
I had Adidas hit me up, my DMs, you know, on Instagram. Hey man, you want to close? Facebook does, blah, blah, blah. Oh, do you own a Bored Ape? No, I fucking don't. You know, hit me up. And it's just, I don't know what it was, but the fact that some of these super top tier all-star NBA players had them, and I was like, yo, this is all cap. I mean, there was an NDA, they kind of send my agent and shit too, you know.
I mean, there's definitely NDAs and everything there, but I'm you know, positive there's, you know.
No, what I'm saying is for me, if I was to accept, you know.
They
want
want
you
you
not disclose that they want you to not disclose that they had purchased the ape.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
You wanted to seem like you bought it for yourself because you liked it.
Which you know what the craziest thing about that is that a lot of celebrities who are going into this, they're probably just stoked to get the ape, and they don't even realize a lot of them probably don't consult their legal and shit like that beforehand. Yeah. But they're actually asking you to commit fraud on their behalf.
That's crazy. I had to put both headphones on because the quality of that video or that recording is a little bit garbled. We're going backwards as a society. We are. No matter how far we advance, it's just apparent we are stupid apes. Yep.
That's right. MoonPay has celebrities sign NDAs or non-disclosure agreement contracts revealing how they received the ape.
I just got my first NFT.
Oh, you did? What was it?
Through MoonPay.
Okay.
MoonPay, which is I'm figuring I did my homework.
Okay.
MoonPay was like PayPal but for crypto.
In fact, the celebrities aren't even buying them, and they're lying through their teeth about why they bought them, all while committing fraud on MoonPay's behalf.
That is insane. Oh my god, this hurts. I've got a fucking this sucks. I've got like, because I've been so stressed, I've got like a freaking pimple right above my ear and it hurts.
Receiving a Boredape as an endorsement and not explicitly stating that you were
Every time I put the
compensated
headphones on,
violates
it
the
hurts.
Federal Trade Commission's laws. So next time you see a celebrity show off their Boredape, you can see who's a puppet taking advantage of their audience.
Yep. Someone who didn't do any fucking research.
All while unknowingly contributing to an apocalyptic political ideology backed by the technocratic elite. You may be
also bought it, like Eminem.
I don't.
Had one, like a lot of these people had these things as their profile pictures.
That's crazy. And Eminem's like a crazy ass liberal now, because he hates like Trump and he hates all the. Holy fuck! This hurts.
I'll fix it when you're done. You're almost done with it.
You're not going to be able to fix it. It's not ready yet.
Asking yourself, who designed these apes in the first place? Surely they would be the ones responsible for drawing the racist imagery, right? Currently, it is believed that there are 6 artists on the Yuga Labs team. However, there was an artist in particular that provided the base layers for the apes. Her name was Seneca. When confronted and shown the finished designs, she claimed she did not even recognize the final product and was shocked at the characteristics she saw. Seneca described payment from Yuga Labs as not ideal. After all, they were rolling in millions of dollars and she wasn't even getting a slice of the pie.
That's gotta be frustrating.
However, it is speculated that Seneca received a $1 million bonus from the company after media outlets front-ran her story.
Well, but if it shouldn't take media to front run her story to get like, if she's gonna be paid, then she needs to be paid.
At the end of the day, Seneca, a very talented artist, was not responsible for this imagery. The Boredape Yacht Club project represents a sinister commentary on people's eagerness to hop on trends and projects just because it's in the spotlight. I say this is an ongoing story because on April 30th, 2022, 1 year after launching Boredape Yacht Club, Yuga Labs launched a metaverse called Other Side. If the date sounds familiar, it's because it's also Hitler's death day. The sprites available in the video game that doesn't exist yet are called codas, spelled with a K. In music, coda with a C means the end. And obviously, the theme of transitioning from life to death or crossing to the other side. Their new metaverse also features Stonewall Jackson, a reference to the Confederate leader Stonewall Jackson, and Plot 1 is owned by Emperor Tomato Ketchup. Along the way, Ryder Rips was able to open the eyes of thousands of people by organizing the information and explaining the full context to the best of his ability.
Good for him. Because, like, even as somebody who doesn't like to take things at face value, this looks really bad and really convoluted and really complicated, but also really, really bad.
Knowing all too well that the barrier to entry of this information is diving down the deep rabbit holes of white supremacy, the alt-right, and 4chan. But now, one thing's for certain. He was correct in telling me that Boredape Yacht Club is the biggest troll in internet history. Now that you know everything there is to know about Boredape Yacht Club's cute little social experiment, what can we do about this?
Nothing.
Well, as it stands right now, the founders of Boredape Yacht Club operate relatively unchecked. That's because there's no real pressure. Their tactic of using plausible deniability and dumb excuses to deflect from the truth is about to change. Nicole Muniz, I really hope you had no idea this was going on. And if you didn't, that means your business partners strung you along because they think of you as a normie. It's unfortunate if you got roped into this. Guy O'Sari, we will not be silenced. That's all I'm gonna say. Gordon, Garga, Tomato, and Sass.
I also think these guys are pussies. Like, I think they're feckless for doing this. It's like, they are, bro. It's like, go fucking do, like, why are you making this girl you went to high school with speak for you on tape?
I want every celebrity, actor,
That's
athlete,
a good
and
question.
influencer to burn their fucking ape. I want to make such a fucking shitstorm that everyone from Steph Curry to Post Malone to Jimmy Fallon is forced to act. You see, this little price tag is contingent on you, the market, the people. But in their minds, it's the normies, the sheep that made them rich. So I ask you, are you a fucking sheep? I want each and every one of you to tweet #burn BAYC on Twitter. Let's play their game. Burn means to destroy, but it's also something you can do with your NFT if you hold one. Not only will we sink Bored Ape Yacht Club because of their disgusting scheme, we will send a message. This message will be loud and clear. We will not be manipulated. To piss off ape profile pictures and amplify his own research, Ryder created Ryder Rips Bored Ape Yacht Club. Ryder won a DMCA takedown request against Yuga Labs, solidifying the point that you can't copy an NFT. Ryder also set his royalties to 0%. In this case,
Very nice.
it's truly not about the money. He is also creating Ape Marketplace, saving people billions of dollars a year in gas fees. Oh, and if you see my profile picture, don't be fooled. It doesn't contain any racist imagery. It's also from the Ryder Rips Bored Ape Yacht Club collection. Silly goose, you can't copy an NFT. And I think I'll call him Caesar. You can even use him as your profile picture, because we're about to take over.
Well done, sir. Well done. Well done. That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant, and good on Philion for just the amount of deep diving that he did. Because holy fuck, that had to take forever. That just had to take literally hours, days, weeks of research, and just doing those ciphers alone probably drove him crazy. I like, good on Philion for that video. That was fantastic. Well done, sir. If you haven't subscribed to Philion, I think Driving 8 threw his link in my channel or in my YouTube chat. You should absolutely go check him out. That was absolutely fantastic. So, our last article, hopefully I'll be able to read it. Where is it here? Heading level 1. Where's the book? Where is it? I just want to read the fucking article.
I know. Welcome to the fucking world of... Did Kotaku pull the fucking story? Oh no, we just scrolled to the bottom. Alright. Here's some fun for the day. I'm going to turn off voiceover.
Thank you.
Alright. So, you guys remember a while back where the president of Activision, and I mean like the shitty president of Activision, was like starting all that weird shit? Well, he's now moved on to bigger and better things. Activision Blizzard president leaves to take over the Bored Ape Yacht Club. This is actually from like Tuesday.
Goody. Not.
Bored Ape Yacht Club owner and blockchain company Yuga Labs made the announcement yesterday, which was Monday. Activision Blizzard president and chief operating officer Daniel Algray, I'm sure we all recognize that name, is leaving the company to become CEO of blockchain company Yuga Labs, which owns ugly NFTs like Bored Ape and CryptoPunks. Algray, who was named in February in a lawsuit alleging Activision Blizzard misled the SEC about its contested Microsoft merger, bullshit, will help Yuga create a vision of a truly interoperable metaverse.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, but it's from Wiley, so who gives a shit? Wiley said in December 19th, in the December 19th announcement. Yeah.
Wow.
Where am I here? Former CEO Nicole Muniz who we just heard of.
Yep.
Co-founder Greg Solano. And I have been on the hunt for someone with Daniel's skills set for some time. Orano, whose company started being investigated by the SEC in October, continued. He brings valuable experience across entertainment, e-commerce, and global strategic partnerships, as well as hookers and beer, all of which are critical aspects of an immersive Web3 world built by creators for creators. This is not Al Gray's first time getting close to the crypto sun. Earlier this year, Microsoft called Activision Blizzard, quote, a key role in the development of its metaverse platform. And Al Gray has extensive background in tech leadership, having worked at Google for 16 years prior to joining Activision Blizzard. Wow, that really explains a lot. About his new role, Al Gray said that Yuga Labs has quickly made a name for itself through a powerful combination of storytelling and community building. Yeah, okay. The company's pipeline. We just heard some
storytelling for sure. That's absolutely correct.
This is why I had you watch the video before you read this article. The company's pipeline of products, partnerships, and IP represents a massive opportunity to find the metaverse in a way that empowers creators and provides users the true ownership of their identity and digital assets. He continued, earlier this month, NFT collectors filed a class action lawsuit against Yuga, claiming the company deceived buyers by inflating prices through alluring but paid celebrity endorsements. That's funny. And then there's a tweet from Daniel Al Gray with a melted cyber ape.
A melted cyber, okay.
Sounds like a match made in tech heaven to me. And just like when your high school friend posts her sad diamond ring on Instagram after she gets engaged to that guy you never liked, Al Gray has posted his chosen Bored Ape on Twitter. Blah blah blah. It's a mutant ape.
Is he mad because she was his one love?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he even has a little closing line. So, babe, I'm happy for you. Congrats to the new couple. Stay out of trouble if you can.
Oh.
And that's it.
He wanted her, and he's mad because she chose someone else.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, Muffin.
All right, you're on your own.
What a bitch. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourself, because I'm going to end this where I am. Thank you for watching both on TikTok and on YouTube. I'll probably be back on TikTok because I have literally a mountain of laundry to fold. So I'll probably do that in the daytime. So I'll see you later. But thank you for watching. I'll see you. Have a very Merry Christmas Eve. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. And I'll probably be on Twitch to play Mortal Kombat while driving Ape Rap's presents. So yeah. Have a good night. Bye-bye.